Today we are going to learn how to create a simple quiz using Google Forms, and yes, it's completely free. First of all, on your laptop, go to forms.google.com and press enter. I have already signed in, so I'll see the past forms that I have created. I'll also see a few templates that I have pre-built within the Google Form gallery. You can expand the template gallery to see additional forms template. You can also use or reuse a template that you have already created in the past by clicking on the three dot icon and opening it in the new window. And here on the three dot icon, you can click on make a copy and create a new form for yourself based on a form that you have already created. You can also do a right click on the form and follow the same process. For now, I'm going to create a blank quiz so that I can show you how to create a blank quiz right from the scratch. So click on the plus icon to create a blank form. Go to the settings. If you want email address to be collected, and I do recommend that we do that, you can click on that. We can have this option checked to receive responses on every user who receives the quiz that you send to. You can limit the response to 1 per user. This is usually required for quizzes because you do not want people to submit the quiz answers repeatedly and create redundant data for you. You can select whether you want the participants to be able to edit the quiz after submitting, edit their responses after submitting or not, and if you want them to be able to see the summary charts and text responses. The presentation perspective is how the quiz would be presented to the end user. The show progress bar would show how many questions or how many sections of the quiz are still pending and how many have they completed. This is really helpful if your quiz is really big. Now we are not making a big one, but I'll still check this so that we can show you how it would actually look to the end user. You can decide to shuffle the question order. This one is my favorite because you would have multiple people giving tests together in the same room. You do not want them to just say question number 1 answer is 4, question number 5 answer is 1 and copy. This helps you avoid doing that. On the quizzes, this is really important. You need to turn this toggle on to make your form a quiz, otherwise it's just a simple form. Now making this quiz allows you to grade every question, which is allowing assigning of points, and this could be 1 point for all questions, or you can have different values for each question. You can decide you want to release the grade immediately after the test is submitted. Now this is done if you have the right answers for every question. If you have subjective questions where your participants are expected to write a para or a stanza or write free text answers to your question, then this is not advisable. In that case, you need to check on this, which is later after manual review, which is where you would be able to review the answers first before releasing the scores. These are additional options. I usually want them to not see the correct answers, and missed questions, it's upon individual choice. I do want to see them the point value, which means that the total points they have received for each question. Cool. You can save your preferences. You can title here or here, either way is the same. So I can say my first sample quiz, right? You can describe this as a test quiz I am preparing to showcase how to create a quiz on Google Forms. Cool. Email address. Now this is a field that is already there now, because this is you have set to collect email addresses automatically. That is why this becomes a mandatory input. If I am sending this out to known recipients within your organization, you don't get this field, it will automatically collect the email addresses, so you don't need this field and you will not see this field in the first place. I can add a question. What is the seventh wonder of the world in India? Or maybe let me reword this question. All right, I don't like the way this question sounds. Which wonder of the world is in India? Now you can have different kinds of options there. You can have checkboxes where you can have multiple answers selected. You can have radio boxes, which is by default the selected one. You can have subjective answers. You can have drop down from which you can have a selection. You can have linear scale. You can have multiple choice grids or checkbox grid, whatnot. So there are innumerable options that are there. For this question, I would restrict myself to multiple choice and I would say Taj Mahal, Lal, Red Fort. I think I would refer to that. Red Fort and Statue of Unity. Alright, let me just stick to this. This questions, if you see, it's by default required because I have set this up as a quiz. If you change the preference settings later, this would not be set to required. You'll have to manually toggle everyone. You can now assign a point to every question. I'd say I'll assign 1 point to this question, and I will also mark the right answer as Taj Mahal. I can just click on plus and add a new question. What is my age? Alright, I'm not going to give out my right age here, so 50, 100, 150. Alright, and the answer key, I say my right age is 100. Again, this is a 1 point question, and so on. And now all of these questions are part of one section. If I want to divide the form into multiple sections or quiz into multiple sections, I can just click here. I can add videos, I can add images, I can just add text or description boxes here. I can import questions from G Sheets, so that's also very cool. But for now, let's say that I will only stick to this. I can do a quick preview and I can see that it's as simple as asking me my email, asking me to set up and then see if it's marked as required, so it's not allowing me to move ahead without me responding to the answer. Say my age is 50 and this is Red Fort, or say Taj Mahal. This one I know it's right. And if you see, this was the first question, this was the second question. I can see the points, but the order is shuffled as per the setting that I have put in. And I can also see the progress bar. This is just one page, so it really works. Cool. So I can just go back to the edit mode, and or you can just close that window and come back to the edit mode here. Once your respondents send responses, you'll be able to see that here. You can click on this particular small G Sheet icon to link all your answers there, and you would be good to go, and you'll have all your responses in the G Sheet for you to analyze. That's my time, and all the very best in creating your quizzes. Bye.